wasn't certain that she liked the treatment to the bodyguard and told Borman that she didn't understand the need for all the violence and bad language. I'm dead. Somebody come get me. Somebody come get me. I'm dead right now. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's lookies will be our Safax Village shades. Ooh, ow. When I tell you these is, replicated, okay, all right. Yeah, these is vicious, y'all. Ooh, yeah. But all shades, excluding the punk funk shades, will come with a free case. We got to give you some kind of incentive to go over there to the Uptop Beauty and buy shit, okay? And if you are not already a part of our book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube, and for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's continue talking about Call Her Miss Ross, the unauthorized biography of Diana Ross, the boss, by JRT. Barry had reservations about the bodyguard. Why, girl? Why? I'm lost, Barry. Why do you even care anymore? Didn't she quit your ass at the Wiz? Oh, did she still? Oh, she still belonged to Motown. That's why. Not because of the obvious sensitivity of the subject matter, but because he didn't see it as a suitable vehicle for Diana. But foremost in Diana's mind by this time was the opportunity to work with Ryan O'Neal. Girl, I don't blame you. I mean, it's Ryan O'Neal. I mean, goddamn. It's Tatum O'Neal's pappy. The only white man finer than Ryan O'Neal back then was Warren Beatty. What? Tell me I'm a liar. You won't? Because Warren Beatty, matter of fact, Warren Beatty wasn't finer than Ryan O'Neal. They was equally fine. You hear me? Besides his sandy-haired, blue-eyed good looks, there were many reasons why Diana found Ryan O'Neal, who was 3 years her senior, so appealing. Talk about it, girl. One of the biggest reasons had to be his association with Barbra Streisand. At the time, Ryan was completing The Main Event, his second film with Barbra. Diana knew that he and Barbra had been lovers. Her friends say she, meaning Diana, was thrilled beyond words to have the opportunity to get close to a ding-dong that had been up in Barbra Streisand. What? God! Besides his affair with Streisand, Ryan O'Neal had also enjoyed tempestuous romances with a wide array of Hollywood notables, including Joan Collins, Barbara Perkins, Ursula Andress, and Bianca Jagger. But he had never before been linked to a black woman. Diana would be his first. I'm petty, y'all. I'm petty because I loves the Ryan. I loves the Ryan, girl. I loves the Ryan. Hold on. I think I got a package outside. Warning. I'm about to act a nigga. Warning. What, are you kidding me? Ryan told Diana when she inquired about his Playboy image. How can I be a Playboy when I've got my kids sleeping with me in my bed? It's just not true, Diana. Didn't I tell you we need to call CPS on that nigga? First of all, why the hell is the pappy sleeping with the daughter? People thought that the relationship between Tatum O'Neal and Ryan O'Neal was already, kind of sick. You going to the goddamn club and there go Tatum at 7, okay? With you in the club, watching all this foolish shenanigan going on. It is not clear if Diana was aware that the main event had actually been developed with her in mind. However, Roseman, the executive producer of the project, said that the script was sent to high-powered Hollywood agent Sue Mengers, who was working with Diana at the time. Roseman asked Mengers if she could somehow secure Ryan O'Neal, who she also represented, to star with Diana in the movie. But then Mengers, who had packaged What's Up, Doc for O'Neal and Streisand, decided instead to bring those two together again. So Barbara Streisand ended up working with Ryan O'Neal in the main event, a successful film that was intended for Diana Ross. Y'all better stop snubbing my baby. Surely, if Diana knew anything about what had actually happened, she would have been upset. While she was waiting for a movie property to come her way, a vehicle intended for her that would have been perfect was offered to Barbara Streisand, her obvious competition in the movie business. Because Diana was searching for business direction and simultaneously trying to seize control of her career, she wanted to be in the company of someone who was shrewd and could advise her. She had heard how Ryan O'Neal had masterminded his daughter Tatum's career as her manager, and she was impressed by his business acumen. So let's discuss, right? You may not see the similarities between Aretha Franklin and Diana Ross and many other celebrities, but I see how these women get with these men that have like pimpish characters, and then they become dependent on these men. And it's like the only way they can solidly leave the men who they look to for guidance is to find another man to replace that first man. Once the second man start acting a ninja, then they looking for the third man. So it's like they need to have these men or these strong men or men that they feel are strong who will lead them in the right direction. When Diana discussed her problems concerning Berry Gordy and Motown with Ryan, he would listen carefully and try to offer sound advice. If I had what you make, I'd be rich forever, Ryan told Diana one day over a Beverly Hills lunch as he advised her on investments. But for the most part, Ryan O'Neal avoided serious discussions with Diana Ross. He wasn't particularly interested in her life, the Supremes, Lady Sings the Blues, or show business. He had a movie to make. Without Berry Gordy running interference for her, Diana would have to decide for herself who were Hollywood's Prince Charmings and which ones had ulterior motives. Diana's public and much of the media loved her celebrity status. For those who had to work with Miss Ross to you, it was a different story. One of Ryan O'Neal's former business associates recalled that Ryan thought Diana was extremely spoiled. I think the main thing on his mind was The Bodyguard. He was determined to do this film with her because his movie career was very inconsistent at this time. He would do anything to get her to do this movie. I doubt that Ryan was interested in her as a woman. Ryan likes to control women. Diana was working against being controlled at this time. But Ryan had told other friends that even though the film was what brought the two of them together, he soon found Diana to be a fascinating, exciting woman. He admired her determination and ambition, both traits that reminded him of Barbara. Also, Ryan never liked shrinking violets, and Diana certainly did not fall into the category. Her insistence that all of her employees call her Miss Ross fascinated him. He thought he had seen it all when he was in Barbra Streisand's company. Ryan had said that even Barbara didn't insist upon being called Miss Streisand, which absolutely amazed Diana. Regardless of how he really felt about her, it is true that Ryan's film career had been inconsistent, and he apparently could not get a commitment from Warner to release The Bodyguard unless he and John Boorman could get Diana to agree to star in it. The studio heads perceived the film as an interracial love story. The co-star would have to be black, and Diana was the biggest black female box office draw at the time. Diana wanted to take the relationship at a slow pace. After all, it was based on business. She would have one of her female assistants accompany her and Ryan on dates. If anyone asks you, say he's your boyfriend, she would instruct the employee. Perhaps an indication of how she at first felt about Ryan O'Neal came on the day he called her Diane in public, and she corrected him. Diana, she said with a gracious smile. You can call me Diana. They were getting close. He was certainly closer to her than anyone who was supposed to call her Miss Ross, but Ryan O'Neal was not yet privileged enough to call her Diane. Diana, you're shooting yourself in the foot trying to be so, you know what I'm saying? Because you making him work hard for the relationship. Too damn hard. I ain't saying you're supposed to just throw it in his face. That's not what I'm saying. But this right here is making me feel like by the time you give him the draws, girl, he gonna walk away. Because he gonna realize that these are some regular old crackers, okay? These ain't saltines or, what is that, Triscuits? These is regular old crackers. On March 26, 1979, Diana hosted her own 35th birthday party at her Beverly Hills home with guests including Tony Crazy Ass Perkins, okay, Gregory Peck, and Tony Curtis. Diana's brother and sister Chico and Rita were also present. For her birthday gift, Barry presented Diana with a new sable jacket. Not bad, Diana said. Mary Wilson, 7 months pregnant with her third child, also attended the party, telling everyone she was now embarking on a solo career. And I asked Diana to go to my opening night in New York in August, and she said she would. In the middle of the party, Ryan took off his jacket and in a tuxedo shirt and slacks, strutted onto the dance floor and broke into wild gyrations to the Sister Sledge song, The Greatest Dancer. As everyone gathered around and applauded, Diana stood starry-eyed on the sideline, saying to herself, I can't wait to get in the bed with that Ryan O'Neal. I can't wait. Isn't he wonderful? She said happily. Don't you just love him? This was the first time some of her friends met Ryan O'Neal, and he certainly made a positive impression on them. He was gorgeous and very physical with her, hugging and kissing her tenderly on the cheeks, but never on the mouth. He had given Diana an amethyst ring with inset diamonds as a birthday gift. He was very fatherly towards Diana's 3 children, so everything working out right. But hold tight. At this time, Diana and her children spent a couple of weeks with Ryan and his youngest at the O'Neal family home in Malibu. The two of them would share picnics with their offspring on the beach in the back of Ryan's house, and then a governess would herd Rhonda, Tracy, Chutney, and Ryan's children, Tatum and Griffin, back into the house and prepared them for bed. Meanwhile, their parents shared white wine and intimate moments on the sand. Maybe she's finally giving up that, twat. The only sour note in this duet came from Ryan's 15-year-old daughter. Who knew? Tatum O'Neal ain't having it, okay? What? You around here trying to get my pappy? I don't know you, black bitch. I ain't saying that Tatum is racist. I don't know her. At this time, she is giving Diana the Ross the balls to business. I mean, making her ass miserable. Now, at the same time, you know, Rhonda, Tracy, and Chutney must got some, you know, some manners or something. Because if that was my mammy, you know, and you around here giving my mammy the business, you know, cutting your eyes, being a little asshole to my mammy, I would have whooped your ass. I would have took you out there on the Malibu sand and I would have whooped your ass. You hear me? The only sour note in this duet came from Ryan's 15-year-old daughter, Tatum, who it was said by friends of Ryan's didn't like Diana Ross or anyone else her father ever dated. You know why? Because she's sleeping in the bed with her fucking father. Diana must have noticed that Tatum was spoiled. She got away with much more than her daughters ever did. When one of Diana's friends of Motown told her the following story, she must have wondered about Ryan as a father. After Tatum won the Oscar for her role in Paper Moon, Ryan took her out of the private Beverly Hills school she was attending to have her tutored at home. When Tatum announced to her friends that she was leaving, they stood up and applauded. She was mortified and complained to Ryan. But Tatum, that's what actors live for, he said very seriously. A pause. Oh my God, I can't believe that story is true, Diana said. That's Ryan, the friend concluded. Well, I'm sorry. Ryan is just too sweet to have said that. It's not true. Bullshit, the Baker Man. Remember when Ryan O'Neal and Tatum O'Neal had that show together? I mean, oh my God. No wonder Tatum O'Neal was up, okay? No wonder both them younger children, I forget is it Grady? What was the other little boy name? But Tatum and her brother was messed up. Because Ryan, man, I don't know what is going on with him. Everybody cannot be parents. Just because you got a dick and balls don't mean that you're supposed to be a pappy. On April 5th, 1979, Diana embarked on a 6-week 28-city tour of the United States. On April 9th, she took a break to fly into Los Angeles from Baltimore and be a presenter at the Academy Awards. Now, this is crazy to me because I'm still like, okay, what's going on with the bodyguard, right? Diana know that this man is pursuing the hell out of her because he needs a friggin' job, okay? Remember, it was a big blow to his ego when Tatum O'Neal won the award and he didn't. This man needs the bodyguard. He needs this movie. And Diana Ross playing games. Bitch, come on. What you trying to do? On April 19th, when Diana Ross appeared at the Omni Theater, Ryan showed up in Atlanta to see her as well as Tatum, who was filming Little Darlings there. One of the best movies in the world. It starred Christy McNichol and Tatum O'Neal. Okay, Tatum O'Neal has always been absolutely beautiful. You hear me? But the combination of the two together, Christy McNichol and Tatum O'Neal, oh my God, the premise of the movie is, I know you're like, Nay, we're not talking about Little Darlings, but if you haven't seen it, you have to see it. It's very sweet. It's two girls, they go away for a summer. Both the little girls are determined to lose their virginity. One wants to give it to an old ass man. Okay, the other one finds her a nice guy, you know. But then after a while, you know, it's not about losing virginity anymore. It becomes something so much bigger, okay? But it is an excellent movie, right? For every young girl to watch, you know, because I don't know why. As soon as you hit like 13, 14, 15 years old, you be like, ooh, I'm ready. While there, Ryan and Diana attended the B.B. King concert. They joined King on stage for his encore. Diana did a lot of prancing around with Ryan, who was playing the tambourine. In May, I like that. That sounds fun. In May 1979, to coincide with her current tour, Motown released what many considered to be one of Diana's finer albums, The Boss. It's my house and I live here. Hey, es su mi casa y vivo aquí. Hey, it's my house and I live here. Hey, es su mi casa y vivo aquí. The Boss, produced by Nicholas Ashford and Valerie Simpson. The Boss not only gave Diana another hit on the dance floor, but also reflected her new independence. Said her producer Valerie Simpson of the album, Diana had some things she wanted to say in a particular way. Listen to It's My House. The song is about a modern woman who tells her lover, I'm independent and may fit you into my space, but on my terms. Those are Diana's ideas. The Boss discovered that her independence from Motown had a price. While she was out on the road, Motown was doing little for her in terms of record promotion. As soon as she would leave town, the wheels of promotions would always come to a grinding halt, recalled a former employee of Ross. She came back in town for a day or so and remembered that she and Michael Rothschild were having a fight about the way Motown was treating her since she'd become so independent. Barry was out of the picture and all hell was breaking loose. Yeah, Barry sick of your. He's like, you ain't fucking me no more, so I don't care. You around there trying to hunch on the ride on them. I don't care what the hell happened to you. You ain't my pussy stanker no more. Diana Ross Enterprises, Inc. was on its own. Barry probably took the position that if his protege yearned for independence, well, goddamn it, let's give it to her. Now, because all this going on, she feel like Michael Rothschild, Shelley Berger, Suzanne DePassy, and anybody else who was responsible for her career was shizzing on her. Okay, so she felt betrayed, horrifically betrayed. By this time, the National Enquirer had learned of the romance between Ryan and Diane and featured the two of them on the cover of its May 29th, 1979 issue. The story indicated that they were desperately trying to keep the hot and heavy romance a secret, for fear that their interracial love affair will hurt their careers. That didn't seem likely, considering that Diana's former husband was white. If Ryan O'Neal did not want to be seen in public with her, she probably would have dropped him. Yeah. So that's crazy. You know, people. Okay. After another month with her, Ryan O'Neal realized that Diana Ross is as temperamental as she is determined. He admired her ambition, but disliked her emotional outburst. As he watched the way she handled her life and business, the constant chaos that swirled around her, not to mention the stormy mood swings that have become so much a part of the Ross mystique, Ryan was becoming less enchanted with her. This is ironic, since O'Neal is not known in Hollywood as being a particularly easygoing person himself. Yeah, she playing games with his money. Ryan O'Neal's like, bitches, you gonna do the movie or not? I'm tired of following your ass around dealing with you, bitch. It was becoming apparent to anyone who cared to watch that Ryan O'Neal considered himself a free man. During this time, he had a one-week affair with Margaret Trudeau, who said later that she found him shallow. I had enough of Ryan's conceit. Finally, the moment of reckoning had arrived. Ryan had to have an answer from Diana about the movie. I told y'all, he tired of playing games with this damn girl. The Wiz, her idea, was a mistake in many ways, and she didn't want to follow it with another one. Girl, do you know that if she would have did The Bodyguard, do you know how that would have took her career all, boom, over there, you hear me? Boom, okay? I don't know why she didn't do it. A career, what? Bitch, that would have saved you, okay? Because, you know, they say that The Wiz, you know, destroyed her, okay? But if you would have did The Bodyguard with Ryan O'Neal after that, she wasn't certain that she liked the treatment to The Bodyguard and told Borman that she didn't understand the need for all the violence and bad language. I'm dead. Somebody come get me. Somebody come get me. I'm dead right now. It's called The Bodyguard, Diana DeRoss. It's The Bodyguard, girl. And you don't understand why it's cussing and violence in the movie? Girl, he trying to protect you. And if he get mad, he gonna cuss. Okay? Then, on top of that, she was like, well, why do I gotta do a nude scene? Girl, you would have been okay. They wouldn't have showed your titties or nothing, girl. You would have just been laying in the bed, sucking face with Ryan O'Neal. Who mad at that, girl? Ryan was not able to change her mind about the film, but they are still steamy according to the magazines, okay? Yeah, they ain't steamy enough. So anyway, Ryan O'Neal was not able to convince Diana, come on, let's do this movie. Right. But Susie, this gossip lady, had said, ooh, their romance is still steamy, child. She must have read that shit wrong. Ryan O'Neal wasn't able to convince her to do the movie. See, what it is Diana, Ryan O'Neal ain't gonna kiss your ass the way that Bertie Gordy kissed your ass, okay? The man who was kissing your ass, he gone, okay? He don't want to deal with your ass no more, okay? You want to be independent, okay? It's my house and I live here. Hey, es mi casa y vivo aquí. You hear me? Okay? The man who would acquiesce to you don't want your ass no more. He over there married to some Switzerland model, finna have a baby. He already have what's the dude named Wang Fu, Kung Fu, what's his name, Red Fu, something like that. He already have Red Fu, girl. He ain't think about you and your issues. He over there. And if you think that you can get Ryan crazy as a mug O'Neal to stay with you and you ain't a benefit to him, girl, bang. Ryan was upset. Maybe only because Diana took months to decide and then said no. Do you know what that's like, girl? That's like a man waiting 9 months to get some vagina and find out when he get it that it's regular old crackers. Okay, girl, okay? That should bit her in the face. He was tired of Diana Ross now. He wanted out. But Diana has never accepted rejection of any kind, at least not without a fight. She had 6 months invested in the relationship and decided to pursue Ryan when she returned to Los Angeles. She wanted to convince him that there was more to their romance than just a film. Or perhaps there's a simpler explanation. But hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Oh, it's my house and I live here. Hey, es mi casa y vivo aquí. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, visit uptopbeauty.com, and remember this: the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves you, babies. Y'all better have a good one.